everyone, coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Coming up here, as we talked about the ladies, we saw a lot tonight. We even saw the Hardy Boys getting themselves ready for their match against Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Their match coming up at NXT Roadblock coming up. A lot of matches for Roadblock coming up as well. Who's going to emerge victorious for Roadblock? You can get everything situated and started. You get the NXT ring before it started. Right here, right now, here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host as always, Kendrick here. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is king. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. All right, let's get things started here on the Pro Wrestling Show with this. Things started with this right here. As you see right here, Chelsea Green, champion, was in tow. Chelsea Green, Braun Long, Piper Niven. Get turn the music on right quick. All right, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven were in tow tonight, trying to make sure Piper had her back tonight as they went against Sora Roca and Zarya. As it went down tonight with Zora Roca and Zarya. As we saw, Zora Roca and Zarya won that match tonight. The Fiend, Chelsea Green, and Piper Niven made rare appearance tonight. Doing so tonight, Chelsea Green coming along with Piper Niven, the Women's U.S. Champion. Really thought she was going to do something a bit so with her education, right? And just wasn't in the cards. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven lost to Zarya and Sora Roca tonight. Well, we get to this right here. The Hardy Boys made their return to WWE, especially on NXT. Hardy Boys will be part of that Roadblock special next week. We'll have coverage on that next week as well. The Hardy Boys called out the NXT Tag Team Champions, where the Hardy Boys Tag Team titles will be online instead of Axion's Tag Team titles. The Hardy Boys getting a lot of momentum, getting themselves ready and prepared for next week. The Hardys, living legends, should be in the Hall of Fame someday. The Hardy Boys getting themselves ready. And the Hardy Boys looking great, coming off AEW by what, almost like 2-3 years ago. Now they're back in WWE. So the Hardy Boys getting themselves together and getting themselves ready on what would it be coming up forward. We'll see how the boys will do coming up as well. Well, Jordan Grace was in action against Cora Jade tonight. Jordan Grace defeated Cora Jade through the referee stoppage. Jordan Grace just decided to attack Cora Jade and left Cora Jade out and behind tonight. The Cora Jade did her best tonight. Just wasn't enough for Cora Jade. There's a lot more women's action than it is men's. But Cora Jade, the match had to be stopped due to Cora Jade's referee stop right here. She looked like she couldn't go even more. So hopefully Cora Jade is okay and hopefully she get the help that she needs. Cora Jade also has been targeting Masha Samovich as well, the TNA Women's Champion. Masha looking on as Cora Jade looks like she had to be carried out. Cora Jade looked like she could have been injured, but we know now that Jordan Grace won the match due to referee stoppage. So we saw how that went down tonight for Jordan Grace. Speaking of Jordan, Jordan might have her her work cut out for her. Jordan will meet Roxanne Perez next week for Roadblock. Jordan Grace will take on Roxanne Perez. And I think this is Roxanne Perez's swan song. She'll be leaving NXT and going to the main roster shortly. She's been showing up in the main roster with the Elimination Chamber. It'll be Roxanne's swan song. The Jordan defeats Roxanne and take Roxanne. Change the main roster, and Jordan will be the one to stay on NXT and moving forward and stuff. So that'll be next week. Well, speaking of that, Ava held a roadblock press conference. Ava, we can show the general manager. Ava did a roadblock press conference. Ava did a press conference tonight. Ava showcasing that at the press conference. She showcasing the main event for Roadblock will be Moose. Moose, the TNA X Division champion, will take on Oba Femby for the NXT championship. Both men held a press conference. It looked like it was an impromptu press conference, getting themselves ready. Oba Femby saying he's going to defend NXT and be ready for the challenges that's coming up ahead. Well, as Moose said the same thing, the same sentiments. We'll see that coming up next week. Well, speaking of that, Javon Evans looking to get his revenge on Ethan Page. Both men had a face-to-face split screen boxes. Javon Evans saying that he was trying to trying to cheer up Ethan Page, but Ethan Page took it a little bit too far and did what he did by attacking him and almost broken his jaw for almost 3 months. And now Javon Evans want to do the same exact thing to you know who. So it's gonna be full circle moment. Javon Evans look like he wants his revenge. He'll get it some way, somehow. Jada Parker also was in action. Jada Parker took on Keelani Jordan. Keelani Jordan trying to show some new action and stuff. Jada Parker pinned Keelani, and Keelani Jordan didn't have a chance whatsoever. Jada Parker did what she needed to do. Jada Parker spinning up that fire, spinning up that magic, and Jada Parker wants to show that she is the baddest chick in NXT, and she did so tonight. What she did. We know next week will be title for title as Julia will take on Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer, the NXT Women's North American Champion, versus Julia, the NXT Women's World Champion, in a match to determine who's the best between the two. Shawn Michaels and Triple H pointing out these two women will be the future of NXT, and one of these two women will lead NXT into the future and probably have WWE into the future of the women's division. This match is set to be the standard for women matches. We'll see that next week in Madison Square Garden. Title for title, champion versus champion next week between Julia and Stephanie Vaquer. What interesting matchup that's going to be coming up. Well, we told you this right here. Next week, the legends, the trainers from WWE Legends Future Greats. Booker T will be in the house as a commentator. The Undertaker will appear. Bubba Ray Dudley and Mickey James. They all will be in attendance next week in New York City. So these four legends, these four greatest minds, will be in the house for Legend Future Greats. We're gonna probably have Legend Future Greats special coming up. I'm report to give you back on the wrestling hot topics on Legend Future Greats. Well, Trick Williams being confronted by Eddie Thorpe. Trick Williams still trying to get that monkey out his back, and he trying to get it out of his back with Eddie Thorpe. Eddie Thorpe still playing mind games with Trick Williams. Well, we kind of found out they're going to have another encounter, but it'll be after Roadblock in 2 weeks on NXT when Trick Williams takes on Eddie Thorpe in a underground match. So we'll see the NXT underground match return between these two, and they'll finish the score between Eddie Thorpe and Trick Williams after Trick Williams had got one victory. Eddie Thorpe got a victory over Trick with the scrap match, and now the third match will be a rubber match, and we'll see how that's gonna put go next week as well. So we'll see how that's gonna go between these future great between Eddie Thorpe and Trick Williams. Well, if we can show you right quick right here, if we got time right here. Well, Terry the Hardy Axion and Nathan Frazier sent a message to the Hardy boys that they're not playing. They're going to do whatever they need to take to do what they need to do. So we know next week the Hardy boys in Nathan Frazier Axon will go at it for the tag team titles. Hardy Boys TNA titles will be on the line in that match. Well, we get to the main event. The main event was Tony D'Angelo set to take on. You know who Tony D'Angelo set to take on? What's his name? Shawn Spears. But look at the outcome right here. Shawn Spears defeated Tony D'Angelo to become the new NXT North American champion. Shawn Spears did it. He did it. We're gonna show the picture right quick. We can show it. Shawn Spears won the NXT North American Championship over you know who. And Shawn Spears doing what he needed to do, and he done it. Shawn Spears winning his first WWE Championship in almost all his life. Shawn Spears now finally wore some gold. Shawn Spears with the help of you know who, his family defeated Eddie Thorpe, defeated Tony D'Angelo, and more to become the new NXT North American champion. As you see right here, his new family. All right, they're going to end the NXT Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we want to talk about you with this. We can bring it up right quick. Natalia Natty Neidhart will be a part of the Crockett Cup. This is the first time an active WWE superstar will be a part of an NWA event in the first time in a long time. So this partnership, WWE is working across the board with everybody to put everybody over and get them something to do. So Natalia will be a part of the Crockett. I don't know what she's going to be doing, but it's going to be something serious. But Natalia part of the Crockett Cup. We get to see Natty in the Women's Crockett Cup, but you never know. She's going to compete, but we'll see. We'll keep a close eye on this one. What we told you last night, Triple H congratulating the new Women's World Champion, Io Sky, after her stunning upset victory over Rhea Ripley, staying in WrestleMania upside down. And she did so tonight by doing what she needed to do to get WrestleMania upside down. So we're seeing a lot with WrestleMania being here upside down. Io Sky probably hold on to the Women's World Championship right here after her victory and stuff. Well, Dave Mesler reported right here that he thought that the Raw opener was something else. He said it was CM Punk's best interview to come to WWE, among his best career following the great pull apart with Seth Rollins. So Dave Mesler was impressed that Dave Mesler going to be getting WWE their flowers while he can right now. So we'll see how this is going to go. Well, Drew McIntyre has the 10 Man saying that what The Rock was saying a couple of years ago that CM Punk is simply business. The Rock draws more from the main event WrestleMania, causes and draws more money in one night than you will in a lifetime. And that's what Drew McIntyre was saying that CM Punk's a crybaby and still is crying to this day. Well, CM Punk still got more enemies left than days. Even Becky Lynch called out CM Punk. And CM Punk made a line that he's saying that he wanted to fight Seth Rollins. And he said something about Seth Rollins right here. Come get your Becky Lynch, come get your man. But Becky Lynch chimmed back on Twitter and said, catching up on Raw, I don't think I'm the one who needs to come get my man. And saying that CM Punk and Roxanne Perez might be having something going on. I think it's like a brother sister type thing, not no father daughter situation. So I don't know what she's trying to allude to, but she's trying to allude to something. But it's really ain't nothing. But in her case, she think it is. But hey, we'll see. All right, we know next week on will be the NXT Roadblock edition. We'll see this right here. Eddie Thorpe taking on Trick Williams one-on-one in a you know what an NXT Underground match coming up next week for the two. We'll see that coming up. Who emerge victorious from that? Speaking of that, Roxanne Perez takes on Jordan Grace. After what Jordan did tonight, Jordan Grace left her impressions known. Jordan Grace clearly injured. You know who friend Jordan Grace severely injured. You know who's friend tonight? Jordan Grace, Core J and stuff on what Jordan Grace did tonight and how Jordan Grace did. Speaking of that, also too, title next week between these two women. They want to prove who the best women's wrestler in NXT. Julia or Stephanie Victor. Both women's championships are on the line, so we'll see that coming up. And the main event, Oba Femi defend the championship, his NXT title against this man Moose. Oba Femi and Moose will meet next week, so we'll see that match coming up as well as we will see however that will be coming forward and stuff. Well, we're gonna leave you with this man right here, Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears finally wins some gold in WWE, winning the NXT North American Championship over Tony D'Angelo. He did so in record fashion by doing what he needed to do. Thank you for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kenny Dixon, saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow night for the AEW Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.